channel, Makeup by Carme. Welcome to the show. You guys like my makeup today? So I was inspired by Toya from Married to Medicine. I told you guys I've been binge watching that. Her eyeshadow at the season 7 reunion, chef's kiss. I thought it was so pretty. It wasn't like it was anything complicated, but I just thought it was just so pretty and simple. So y'all feeling it or no? Everybody's makeup though during season 7 was on point. Like I loved everybody's makeup. They all like came to slay. But anywho, let's get into what this video is really about. I'm about to take it way back for you guys, like way back. How long I've been out of high school? Oh my gosh, my husband just told me I've been out of high school for 10 years. Dang, like I feel really old right now. Like I need to get my life together. But we're gonna go back to the very first time I got cheated on. At least that I know of, because y'all, I feel like I only had about like maybe 3 boyfriends in my whole entire life. And my first one was like in 8th grade. I don't know if that counted. I don't think that counted. I'm not sure. He probably did cheat on me. Who knows? How old are you in 8th grade? Like 12 or 13? Anywho, this happened when I was in high school. I was in the 11th grade, I believe. This is about the first time I got cheated on. So if you guys are interested in hearing about my personal life that happened to me in high school, keep watching. I feel like you guys love hearing stories about my personal life, so I'm trying to let you guys in a little bit, but I still want the stories to be like entertaining and funny too at the same time. So this story right here is hilarious now. So let's get right to it. I was dating this guy. We're going to call him, we'll call him Sean. So I was dating this guy named Sean. At this point, we were together, I think almost a year maybe. Y'all know when you're like young and stuff and you're just like head over heels and you just dumb as hell. That was me. Like you're thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, we're gonna be together forever. Oh my gosh, like, yeah, I was an idiot. It was my school's homecoming. Sean did not go to my school at that time. He did used to go to that school, but during this time he wasn't attending there. He attended another school, but he knew everybody at the school, of course, because he used to go there. So it was my homecoming. I rode to homecoming with my girls. So it's just me and my friends. We went to homecoming. He went with one of his friends that were still going to the school. We're gonna call him, what are we gonna call him? We'll call him Mike. So Sean rode with Mike to homecoming, and Mike was getting a hotel room after homecoming. So everybody had planned on going there. But see how my mama is set up. JB don't play that, okay? Like my mama is strict. Like she probably lenient now. Well, we all grown, but you know, if I was still maybe 16, she would probably be lenient now. But my mama used to be strict. Like she wasn't like overly strict, like we couldn't leave the house, but she just like, nah, you ain't finna go to nobody hotel, like no. And that was totally fine with me. I wasn't like pressed to want to go. But anywho, so when we got to homecoming, you know, me and Sean, we met up there and we had a really good time at homecoming. And after homecoming, we all went out to eat and we were still having fun. So Sean told me like, hey, I'm gonna go to the hotel room with Mike. And so, like I told you guys, other people were gonna be there too. I had a lot of friends that were gonna be at this hotel room. Like I had, and y'all made up names, I had Keisha, Star, Taylor, and I had Toya. I knew that all these girls were gonna be there, and those are my friends. So I'm like, I know they got my back. Like if anything was to go down, like I trusted Sean, so I didn't think nothing was gonna happen. But I was just, you know, like, okay, if something happens, they got my back. I don't gotta worry about nothing. It's gonna get back to me. And Sean ain't stupid. Child, what was I thinking? So They go to the hotel room. I eventually go home, and the next day, of course, you know, I talked to Sean on the phone. Everything is good. And he was telling me about the sleeping situation in the hotel room. He told me that he slept next to my friend. He said they were all in the bed together, and he slept next to my friend Toya. I was just like, why? Like, why did you not call for an extra bed? Like, you know, hotels can bring extra beds in the room. Like, why would you sleep next to her? Even though it's like a lot of y'all in one bed, like, why? Like, why? Why didn't you sleep next to Mike? Why you didn't sleep next to one of the other boys that was there? Like, I don't understand. Or why did you sleep in a chair? Like, I'm just confused. He was just like, oh, well, I don't know. I just slept right there. It's not that big of a deal. But I kind of had an attitude about it. Like, I didn't think anything happened, and it wasn't that I didn't trust Toya. I just didn't like that. I was kind of mad at him over the weekend. So now it's Monday, and we're back at school. I told y'all Sean does not go to school with me at this point. He goes to another school. While I'm there, I'm acting normal. But, y'all, let me tell y'all real quick how my friend Toya was. Like, Toya was, me and her, we weren't best friends, but she was like a really, really good friend of mine. Like, I knew in high school you couldn't call everybody your best friend. So I wouldn't consider her my best friend, but we were like really, really good friends. We would hang out with each other, talk on the phone, sit by each other in class. Like, this was one of like my really, really good girlfriends. Toya was always like real talkative, like always excited, like had this big personality. That was her. Y'all, when I tell y'all, when I went to school on Monday, this girl was quiet, like quiet as a mouse. Wouldn't hardly say anything to me. Then at this point, we're in the caf, and we're all sitting down for lunch. We're all sitting at the table together, and I guess it looked like something was bothering me. It also like something was bothering Toya, but everybody was asking me like, Shakar, are you okay? Like, what's wrong? I was just like, y'all, Sean just irritated me over the weekend, and he just annoyed me. That's it. Like, I'm fine. After I said that, Toya was like, woo, I'm okay too. I just feel so much better now. And I'm looking at her like, okay, like what was wrong with you to begin with? Then I had already talked to my other homegirl, so I'm not thinking anything. I didn't talk to Keisha, I didn't talk to Star, and they all like, yeah, girl, we seen Sean at the room. He wasn't doing nothing. He was hanging with the boys. He wasn't doing anything. So they already gave me good reports. So I'm not thinking anything. So school is over, it's done with. I'm at home now. I get a phone call from my friend Taylor. Taylor sounds like she's so sad. She sounds like she's been crying, and she sounds stressed out. She proceeds to give me a scenario, and she asks me, Shakar, what would you do if one of your close friends told you something about another close friend of yours? What if she knew someone that had messed with your man? Would you tell them? So I'm over here so confused. Like, how do you respond to that? I'm like, I don't know. Like, bro, I'm 16. I don't freaking know. Like, I don't know. Maybe you should tell them. I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe I could give you an answer today. But then I was just like, girl, I don't know. What you think you should do? I honestly don't even think I really understood this scenario, to be honest with y'all. But I'm like, girl, I really don't know. So then I was like, Taylor, are you okay? Because y'all, it sounds like she just been crying, like crying so bad. And I'm like, Taylor, are you okay? And she's like, and I'm like, Taylor, like, who man is this? So in my mind, I'm just like, it can't possibly be Sean. This, like, he ain't dumb. Like, who gonna cheat on this? I guess I was dumb. Like, what? But I was like, Taylor, are you talking about Sean? And then she just took like a deep breath, like, yeah. Toya told me that she had sex with Sean at the hotel room. And I was just like, I wish y'all could see my face. I don't even probably remember how my face was, but I remember the first thing I did was bust out laughing. Cause like, what? But I was like, are you for real? And she was like, yes, I just didn't know how to tell you. I couldn't keep that from you. And I'm like, okay. And I told her like, well, you know, thanks. And then we got off the phone. After I got off the phone with her, I'm like, dang, this girl supposed to be my friend. Like, this one of my really, really good friends. You wasn't an associate, an acquaintance, none of that. Like, girl, you were my friend. Like, we hung out. Like, I've been to your house and stuff. And then she has a sister. And me and her sister, we were like really, really close. Like, her sister was one of my first friends when I got to that school. I was just like, girl, how you just gonna do me like that? The name we gonna give her sister, we gonna call her Tanya. So it's Toya and Tanya. So once I get off the phone, I call my bestie. Like, this girl is my best friend. Like, that's my best friend. We gonna call her Nikki. So I call Nikki and I'm like, girl, guess what Taylor just told me? Taylor just told me that Sean slept with Toya at the hotel room on homecoming night. And she's like, girl, you was lying. And I'm like, no, I'm not lying. I'm telling her like, I can't believe this. And Nikki just like, Toya? Really? Toya? And I'm like, yeah, girl, tell me about it. We just both like, wow. And we kind of like joked about it and just thought it was funny. Then after I got off the phone with her, I called my other bestie, this girl. It's like my sister. We gonna call her Robin. I call Robin. She like, girl, that's some bull crap. Like, and Robin, she didn't go to the school. Now, Nikki went to the same school as us, but Robin, she didn't go to school. She went to a different school. But Robin was ready to come out there and fight this girl. Like, she like, you need me to come up there? Like, I'm about to beat this girl up. But I'm like, no, it ain't that deep. But it was deep back then, but I was just like, no. But Robin, she was pissed too. So anyways, day goes on. I think Sean, he was at some type of practice, so I didn't call him like right away. I forgot what sport he was doing, but anyways, day goes on. I talked to Sean. So I tell him like, bruh, I heard you slept with Toya at the hotel room. You wasn't even gonna tell me. You wasn't gonna say nothing. But now it's just like, today I'm like, why would he tell you? Like, duh, he ain't gonna tell you. But anyway, I'm like, you slept with Toya, you wasn't even gonna say nothing. He's like, what are you talking about? I ain't sleep with that girl, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, nah, Taylor told me. Like, Taylor told me that Toya told her, and Taylor not gonna lie. And so he like, wow, you gonna believe Taylor over me? Why do dudes do that? Like, why do they like always tell you gonna believe somebody else over me? Like, yeah, cause y'all be lying. Cause y'all be lying. That's why we believe them over you. Cause y'all lie. Anyways, we went back and forth with each other for a minute, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna believe Taylor. And he like, I can't believe you, blah, blah, blah. So we get off the phone with each other, and that's that. I'm done with him. Bye, Suda. Shout out to my girl, Chess. Like, I love watching her videos. Y'all watch her TikTok videos? Y'all need to check her out. I'm gonna have her name linked down below. Like, this is like on the side note, but she does like tests to see like if your guy, she know you or not, like she'll hit him up. And dog, her videos on TikTok, I love her. And people that are trash is like basura. I think that's Spanish for trash. I don't know, but it just made me think of that. Anyways, I still ain't text Toya, call Toya, but I think Taylor informed Toya like, hey, Shakara knows. So the next day, I get to school. Everybody is in my face like, Shakara, what you gonna do? Oh my gosh, I can't believe Toya. Like, people I don't even talk to like that was coming up to me saying that they heard what's going on and they can't believe that. They're like dogging her to me now, and they just couldn't believe it. Because y'all, when I was in high school and still today, I have always just been the sweetest person ever. I'm just super cool and laid back. I'm such a likable and lovable person. Like, it was just hard to fathom that somebody did that to me. Like, y'all, I swear, like, if you just knew me in person, you'd be like, bro, this girl is cool as hell. Yeah. But anyways, I was just like, I really wanted to fight her, but she wasn't gonna fight me. I really, really wanted to fight her. We had a class together, and before we went to class, I was walking in the hallway. And so I walked past her and her sister, and her sister looking at me like she got a problem. Like, how are you mad at me? Cause your sister slept with my boyfriend. Like, what the hell are you mad at me for? I'm confused. But anywho, we get to class. She ain't got her sister with her now. So I'm in class and I'm just talking so much junk. Like, y'all, I'm just talking so much trash because I'm trying to get this girl to like come at me so I can have a reason, like a real reason to fight her. Like, I want her to swing at me first. So at least if I At least if I got suspended from school, which I really probably was, I was gonna tell my mom, like, she hit me first. So I'm just talking so much trash, trying to get this girl to swing on me. Y'all, this girl wouldn't say nothing. Like, every time I went to class, she was quiet. She wouldn't talk to nobody no more. She would isolate herself. She wouldn't say nothing to me. And like that whole week, like, I'm not gonna say I messed with her or bullied her, but I was just taught junk. Like, if she was coming a certain way, I was standing right there trying to get her to bump me or something. It just wasn't working out. What you just called me? I was not a bully. Why EJ just called me a bully? I don't believe in bullying. Like, I do not tolerate bullying whatsoever. Like, hate bullies. Now, it's another thing if you start something with somebody and then they coming for you and then you scared to do something. That's another thing. But bullying, no, I don't condone that. So anyways, the girl, she would never swing on me or do nothing. And then what killed me, like, we're still on the next day at school. I was sitting in class with my bestie that I was telling y'all about, Nikki, that I called on the phone. Me and her sitting in class together. I get a text from Toya, and she texts me and says, hey, I'm sorry about what happened. Toya says you wanted to talk to me. Y'all, how in the hell do you text somebody? I mean, I guess I give you credit for saying sorry. You said sorry. But how in the hell do you sleep with somebody's man that is your close friend and text and say, hey, I'm sorry about what happened? What's up though? I read that message like, it's the audacity for me. Cause baby, I didn't respond after that. Then like days later, they even tried to make us go to mediation. Like, is that what it's called? What is it called? I forgot what it's called in school when you have someone there and they're the mediator. And what is it, conflict resolution? Yeah, they tried to make us do that. That didn't go well. Conflict resolution. I said my story and I was so pissed because I was like, all right, if I stay in this room while she's to her side, I'm going to try to fight her. So I left and went to the bathroom, and her side was super short. And when we got back, I told her, don't say nothing to me, I don't say nothing to you, you ain't got to talk to me, none of that. And that's that. We're not gonna be friends. Then eventually he ended up owning up to it, saying he did it and that he was sorry and all this other stuff. You know what? I'm like, I started to not even get surprised about it, you guys, because I was always like saving myself for marriage. So I was not sexually active at all. I even had like a chastity ring and everything. So he wasn't getting it from me. So guess you had to get it from wherever else. As time went on, like he like eventually like kept apologizing and stuff. Like, you know how guys do. Like, he just kept apologizing, kept saying how sorry he was. It took like a long time for me to forgive him, but I eventually did. As far as Toya, she just, I don't think she really cared. Like, she said sorry that one time through that text and was just like, girl, all right, you want my apology, bye. So yeah, we ain't never become friends again, but we always had like mutual friends and stuff. Like, I would still see her, I still had the class together, like we go to school together. So yeah, that's that. Then with him, I mean, me and him, we were like cool. And y'all, funniest thing part of the end of the story is that his brother was married to my niece, and so they had a baby together. So now we share a niece together, so now we're like family. And that brings my story to an end. Yeah, so that's what happened the first time I got cheated on, you guys. And you know what? I'm so glad all this stuff happened because I ended up graduating high school single. Then I went out to college and met the man of my dreams that I am married to. And I'm just so happy all that happened because my life is great. I hope y'all enjoyed my story time. Y'all already know what to do. Hit that like button, that subscribe button, ring that bell so you can be notified every time I post. New videos dropping every Wednesday and Friday. Also, be sure to follow me on all social media platforms. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok, all at Miss Carme. Thanks you guys again. Bye.